Way to start. You've gone missing, Jimmy. Where are you? There we are.
I'm here.
Well, it's the first episode of The Lockdown, presented by Big Fiddy. And this is appropriate to have my first guest to be one of my best mates. He's a rugby league superstar, Jimmy Dymock. Mate, yeah, not one person clapped. Yeah, I'll give you one. All right, look. Everyone knows Jimmy's story because he's told everyone everything about his fucking life. Just give him 2 drinks, he will tell you all about it. How many Origin caps, mate? Just stuck to laugh. Really?
I had 6.
Only 6? How many kangaroo caps?
We won 2 series, but
how many kangaroo caps?
6.
6 kangaroo caps. How many for Tonga?
How many for Tonga? 6.
6, mate. All about 6 in the devil. 666.
Yeah, we won the Pacific Cup.
666.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Against who? Nauru?
No, we played like the Pacific Cup. It was like played the Aboriginals, Fiji, Samoa, New Zealand Māori. Yeah.
So you switched. You're the initial, the original allegiance switcher. You're like Andrew Fafito with no money.
Nah, yeah, because they had a tour that year, '94.
Yeah,
Australia went to England. I never got picked, so Tonga rang me up and said, "Do you want to play?" And Hopper was playing, so I said, "Yeah, why not?"
So you chucked a sook and then went to Tonga.
I didn't sook.
No, not much. A little bit. Be honest, Barry, that little bit of a dummy spit.
There was no sook. It was a good time.
No dummy spit. Who's the coach? Who's the coach?
New Zealand? Greg Mattson. Greg Mattson is played for New Zealand.
Oh. What about for Australia? Who's the Australian coach then?
Bob Fulton. Great Bozo.
Oh, I got you, eh? Bozo got you.
Nah, it's all.
He was ruthless, wasn't he?
I had him the next year, '95. So I got on well with Bozo.
Did you?
He either loves you or hates you, but
he liked you.
I don't know why.
Shit judge of character, mate. Just so you know, your face is stuck.
What?
Your face is stuck on the Skype.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's like a real fat face laughing. Hey, all right, so look, we've all heard about the bullshit. You've won a fucking Clive Churchill medal. You want to talk about that a little bit?
You only won one.
Just one?
Yeah. I was very, very fortunate that day. I was playing against Manly. They were red hot favourites. So
who's the coach?
Chris Anderson.
Oh, who's the Manly coach?
Oh, Bozo. But they only lost 2 games all year. They were like specials to win, and we had the debacle all year with the Super League garbage and all that. So, but like we played the game, and Terry Lamb got 10 minutes in the bin, so he was ineligible to get the award. So I got it.
Fuck! So it's like a Steve Bradbury moment.
Yeah, I'll copy.
I'll take it. All right, look, everyone knows all about all the the footy stuff with you because, like I said, give you 2 drinks and you tell them all about it. Tell me something more important, mate. You're a kid out of housing commission, all right? Much like myself, hard streets of Woolo. I reckon Blacktown was a little harder than Woolo, but let's just say it was very hard as well.
Twice.
How does the transfer from being a houso living that tough life on the streets to becoming this fucking A grader as you would have been classified back then? How is that that journey? How does that make you? How was that taken by you? Was it hard? Was it easy? Did you come across any setbacks or mental blocks or anything like that?
Nah, for me, like being a houso, it was different back when I was younger. I'm a bit older than you. Mate, houso just meant we lived in the best area you could live in. Back in the day, like all the houses were like in Woolloomooloo, Paddington, Glebe, Piermont, Balmain, so Willers Point. So all them areas, they got them all out of there now, moving to Blacktown and all that. But I was very fortunate in my upbringing. I had heaps of kids around me. We lived in a it was like a courtyard. We had about 50 kids, all in one little, like, within a 200-metre radius. So Shannon Donato lived there. He lived 2 doors up from me. So
He copped it. He copped it in the paper today, didn't he?
oh, did he? Why?
About that the bunny. You know what's his name? Terry the bunny. What's his name? The guy that dressed up in the suit. Charlie.
Yeah, Charlie. Why? What happened?
Because Shannon told him, come to South Sydney with your suit on, with the bunny suit. And he goes, they've got to take some photos. They took photos of him on the gate. And they've used in the paper, even the bunny's been locked out. Set him up.
Filthy. Oh,
yeah.
No, so I was pretty lucky, and they had to. All we did, we played sport, or there was police boys clubs around there, and they had playgrounds, Woolloomooloo, Phillip Park. So we're always playing sport, or if we weren't playing sport, you're at the police boys club, you're boxing or doing judo or gymnastics. So we're always active, and anyone from Woolloomooloo, they can play any sport except golf, probably. Pretty lucky, pretty fortunate with my upbringing. I was very happy.
What a couple of guys from your area, because I've met a lot of the boys from that you've grown up with, made it. Yeah. A lot of them didn't make it. More didn't make it, obviously. What was the difference between you and them? Like, why did you make it? Now, it's not talent, because you're fucking hopeless. So what was the difference between you and your mates? Why did you make it and they didn't? What can you see the main factor?
I just think it's sacrifice. You know what I mean? I sacrificed more than they did. They enjoyed, partying, because a lot of them could have went on and played lead or played something else. They were very talented down there, or went on the box, or stuff like that. There was plenty of them, but drugs kicked in, and But for me, it was I love playing competitive sport, and love being in that team environment. I think I think it's just in you, mate. It's a choice, mate.
Well, drugs are rampant, right? But obviously, you got 2 older brothers like Milton and Angelo would have kicked the shit out of you if they'd seen you fucking around. But was that one of the main reasons why you reckon you stayed on track? That the fact that you had the older brothers looking over you?
I think I had a good family as well. My mum and dad. Not to say that
others didn't,
but the majority of them had single parents. So I was fortunate to have 2 parents. They did split up after a while, but he still was. My old man lived down Woolloomooloo. He was around my house every day. He was the godfather of Woolloomooloo. He was 30 years older than my mum, so she's a legend.
I heard he was a good fucking dancer.
He could dance, yeah.
What happened to you?
Yeah, I don't know. I had a couple of moves. He tossed down a couple of moves, but I think that's the main thing. Having a good influence from your family, and like you said, I had 2 older brothers, and if I tried to do anything, they were straight onto me.
Yeah. It makes a difference. I got an older brother, and same shit. Couldn't do nothing. Spill.
It's the worst.
Hey, mate, fuck! It still didn't stop me, but still a little shitbag. Life after footy, Jimmy. How did you find the transition? From as you call yourself A grader to a seemingly, basically about D or an E grader at the moment. How did you find that transition? Like, I know a lot of people now, like players, don't really get too much support from their clubs about their career paths post-football. So I'm presuming 20 years ago was even worse. How did you find that transition? And, all right, you're a trainer now, but were you always a trainer? Like, did you leave and then come into training straight after it? Or did you try to do something else?
No, I was over in England for 4 years, and I was 32 when I retired. And they actually wanted me to play another year, and the kids were ready to come back and go to school. So, I think I done my dash and had enough. It was time to look after the family and get them settled a bit. So I come back, but I was thinking during the year, what I was going to do after football. And Tony Ray, the coach from the Broncos, he said to me, because I was always, helping the blokes out, when we were playing and, trying to help them with their technique or, the fundamentals of the game and, trying to school them a little bit. So I was always, coaching them on the run. So, and Tony Ray actually asked me, he goes, what are we going to do after football? I didn't have a clue what I was going to do. So he goes, mate, you should, do coaching because, you love doing it. You enjoy it, and I do love being around the kids and, when you teach someone something and it comes off in a game, you get excited about it. And for me, rugby league's everything to me. I've been fortunate enough to make a career of it, and I still be involved in it. So I'm very lucky. But when I come back, the first 6 months, I didn't know what I was going to do. I was just on the piss all the time, and I was hitting that bottle pretty hard. So it was tough, and then I ended up getting a job at the Roosters. But it's hard, for blokes transitioning from their playing career to a job because, mate, especially now, like kids are.
It's difficult for you from coming from England, but let's say you had stayed here and finished off your career with the Bulldog, with Parramatta. Sorry, would you have? Do you reckon you would have had the support once you left?
I think at that time they were just implementing, life after football. Jobs. They'll do more schooling. They just started then. I think in '98 or '97 it all become more professional, and they were sort of focusing on life after football. But it only just touched the surface. So I think it would have been hard for me, back then. I don't know what I would have done. But
Yeah.
I've always my passion has been rugby league. I love kids. I love trying to help kids and coach kids. And mate, coaching NRL is easy compared to coaching F grade or E grade, because when they come to us, they're already skilled. They should know the game already. So we've done our job. If the junior coach have done their job, it makes it easy for us, to do our job. So, so it's not too hard. We've got all the resources. We've got all footballs. We've got space. So I take my hat off to all them junior coaches. Because
Me too.
huh? Yeah, you
Me
too,
as well.
Kev, obviously.
Me included.
Yeah, but
Grassroots trainer
it's
there.
hard because you get so many footballs, kids don't turn up. You only got a certain amount of time to work with them, and and you got to focus on, what are you going to pump into them for that session. So
Yeah.
it's hard for them, mate. Yeah, I think being an NRL coach is heaps easier than being a junior coach.
Yeah. So NRL coach. So you've moved from. Well, you went from Roosters with Sticky. You went over to the Dogs. Yeah, is that correct?
I went to Cronulla. Then went
Oh,
to
Cronulla first, then went to the Dogs. Okay.
Yeah.
And at the Dogs, we laugh about this a fair bit, but like you got overlooked for the position. It's funny, but it's not funny. It's you've been there long enough. You did your dash. You were the head coach in transition before Desi got there, and you took it pretty well when Desi got there. You basically were told, or basically promised to have the position post Desi, and when Desi got sacked, it was down to you and Dean, and obviously Dean got the job. I know you got a friendship with Dean. It's not like we're trying to throw barbs at each other, but how did that make you feel? Like I was with you basically every day. I know you weren't happy, but how did that? What did you get out of that in the sense of understanding how the business works of this game?
Oh, mate, for me it was I had to actually apply for the job, so going through all that was a good learning curve for me. And when Dean got the job, there was no hard feelings with Dean. Definitely, I wished him all the best, and he wanted me to work there underneath him, but it was hard for me to turn up to work every day, and the board that was there, they thought I was gonna. I think they thought
You'll stay.
I would have stayed, So
Yeah.
it was just They thought, no, we'll give, not because they'll give it to Dean, but they thought if they get Dean, they'll get me as well. So I think it was an election year too for them. They had to be seen to be doing something to change, the culture around the club, and they thought that was the best way for them, a new direction for them. But it would have been too hard for me, to stay there. And I do love the Dogs. It's the best club I've ever been to. But yeah, it was hard for me, to be there 10 years. And, when Des first came, he came a year early, and I was actually promised that year in 2012. But
what'd you get? 5 out of 7 wins.
Yeah.
And how many previous did they have before you took over?
I'm not sure, but we just missed out on the semis. We lost the game against Manly. We got dudded there, and also we lost against the Roosters from a forward pass. So we're unfortunate, but I was unlucky then. But I moved aside for Des, and Des is probably the greatest coach I've been under. I was very fortunate to be privileged to be coached under Des. I learned a lot from him, but I thought they said to me, "Yeah, you'd learn a lot," and I did. And obviously, I thought the natural progression would have been once Des left, and I would took over. But that wasn't to be. And for me, things happen for a reason, and I've moved on. I've moved to the Titans now, and and life goes on. For me, I look at it. I'm still involved in rugby league, and there's only 16 sides. There's only 16 head coaching jobs, so it's very hard to get involved, and I'm probably one fortunate ones.
Well, like you just said, you left the Dogs, you went over to Cronulla and worked under Flano.
Yeah.
A bit of turmoil there, obviously, losing his job. You and Bomber, Scott Morris, both went for the job, and Scotty got the job. Sorry, Johnny, Scott. I know why Scott. Johnny got the job, the progression. What you talked about progression there, they gave him that position more than likely for that reason. He'd done his time. He'd played there. Yeah. He assistant coach, worked through 20s.
He was doing the junior squads, development squads. So I understood that, and I thought that. So I was happy for John. I just wish the Bulldogs did the same thing for me. So, that they hired within, and he's played for the club, like you said, and he's done all that. He done his time, and but still, again, I think everyone thinks that that I don't want to be a head coach. So that's why I put my hand up to say to everyone, yeah, I'm here. I do want to be a head coach. I think that's just the perception of, not just the people out there, or the media. They always think that I'm just happy to be involved and happy to be a assistant coach. Look, if I went my whole career being assistant coach, I'll be stoked. You know what I mean? But the goal at the end of the day is, definitely to be a head coach. But if I was just to be assistant coach, man, I'll be happy as Larry.
Well, you've moved on to Gold Coast. Mate, it's been a fucking disastrous start to the year.
Yeah.
Look, mate, you got on paper, obviously it's not the greatest team in the world, but you've got some boys there, got some talent. Before we go into talking about Gold Coast and what you expect, mate, I've got someone that is going to add in this call.
What?
We've got a surprise guest who wants to be involved.
Has he got hair?
None of us have got hair these days. There we go, Jimmy Olsen.
Here he is.
Welcome to the Lockdown Podcast, Jimmy Olsen. Are you there, mate? Can you hear us?
Is that Fidel Rogan?
I'll take him. I'm 105 kilos, mate. I'll take him. Where you going, Jimmy?
I've got vitamin C. I've got vitamin D's.
Furphy for the day, mate. Furphy's the beer of the day. Jimmy Olsen, where are you, mate? Press the camera.
Gobble.
Get off your Wi-Fi, Jimmy. Get off your Wi-Fi.
He doesn't know how to do that.
Turn off your Wi-Fi because it's not working. Just go on the normal phone.
Listen, you're fucking. I've got a special show for you.
All right. Jimmy, just so you know, mate, you're on borrowed time. All right. If you start getting out of hand, I'm gonna have to sack you. There was a question. There was a question you had for Jimmy. Can you ask Jimmy the question, please?
Do you want me to bring the tackling bags up from my garage?
Hey, let me say one thing. Not after I seen your push-ups. Dead. They were the lowest push-ups I've ever seen.
It was a plank. It was a plank. It was a plank with a head bobble.
It was 25 head bobs, Jimmy. Boy, I thought you were ducking for apples. Dead. I thought you were ducking for apples.
Get out of the bloody room. Get out.
He's in the man room. Get out of the room. Where's he gone, Jim Olsen?
I'm back. Jimmy, put your photo on, mate. Put your picture on.
Hi, Rogan.
He doesn't like pictures, mate.
Jimmy, get on there.
I can hear Corinne still. I can still hear Corinne. Corinne got her hand up your back or something?
Fidel, what does he have to do to put the camera?
Oh, there it is.
Take the Wi-Fi off.
Hang on. He's on a bloody...
Yeah.
You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
This is comedy capers.
How do you take the
Are you
Wi-Fi?
allowed to do anything about Corinne? Or what?
You can't do anything. Hang on, how do I take the Wi-Fi off? Go to settings.
Go
to settings and take the Wi-Fi off.
Hang on. Where's the settings, Jim?
Mate, it's an iPhone.
No, he doesn't have an iPhone. He's got a Samsung. I don't know how to
Corinne, why didn't you reply to my text about his push-ups?
I got in trouble for sending it to you.
Oh, Corinne, they were the worst push-ups in the world.
No, that's what I said. Oh, there you
Even
go.
Marley said, you got to go all the way down.
The Wi-Fi's off.
Get back on there. Now press the picture again. Press the camera.
Okay, we have.
That's JD.
Where is he?
Yeah, you've been watching the JD 26s?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Hang on.
Half the time,
Where is it?
for twice the money.
Twice the money.
So where's
Hey, Jimmy,
the camera?
what about he's got Faulksy's board in the back, the big wave rider? Oh, please, Corinne. Corinne, this is a man show, mate. Can you get off the man show, mate?
Oh, seriously? Are you on this or what, Jimmy?
Yeah.
Let me call you back, Jimmy. Let me call you back. I'll call you back. Answer it.
Listen, Joe.
Hold on. I'll just remove them.
Mate, he's got a head for radio, mate. Please.
Oh, yes. He'll kill this. You should.
Oh, my goodness.
He's added him again.
Hey, look, it's a beautiful day in downtown Palm Beach.
Mate, tell me, you're in Gold Coast.
Yeah.
You're the infamous player that's behind the cattle dog call in, what year was that? 96 State of Origin?
Right, yes.
How does it feel
97,
to be 97, sorry, but how does it feel to be the infamous cattle dog man now living in enemy territory in Queensland? What kind of a sellout do you find yourself? Really?
I love it. You know why? Because
they think you're Andrew Simons, yeah?
Listen, I called the cattle dog. I was on the bench. I knew I was on the bench.
Who didn't have a crack? Tell me, who didn't have a crack?
No, they all had a crack.
Bullshit.
Bullshit.
Joey
got hammered, mate, but he did have a go. He had a glass.
He's awful.
I heard Jim Olsen. Oh, what are they?
Where is he?
He's down there. I can see him.
Jimmy.
Yeah, what am I doing wrong?
Can you see him?
I can see Jim Olsen.
Oh, I can't see him. Okay,
Flick
so
around,
as long as he's on there.
Flick around. Flick your head around. Flick it around again. Can we get a question from Jim Olsen?
Jimmy, can you ask that question now, please?
The tackling bags. We heard that one.
Nothing, Jimmy. Hello. Jimmy.
Olsen, he's gone, mate. He's gone.
Oh, we're going to take him off. Wait, he's back?
No, he's gone now.
No, he's gone. Okay.
Yeah.
Mate, I've got another special guest for you as well.
Who? Don't say Faulksy, please.
All right, with a question I want to ask you.
Here we go. Tell me it's not Faulksy. Evan Faulks, this is the dead set setup.
Oh, wait. Jimmy's back. Hey, Jimmy.
You on me?
Are you there, mate?
Jimmy's on.
Yeah, I'm back.
He's
just-
back.
You on me? It's my first go.
Hold on. We got another caller.
We've got a caller, Jim.
Another caller.
Is this the ninth caller?
Is it sunny in New South Wales, is it?
We're having the great
Yeah.
day today, mate.
Is it? It's sprinkling up
Have
here.
you still got a job, Jim?
Huh?
Have you still got a job?
We find out Monday, there's no one to train. You can't go to train or nothing like that. But, yeah, we'll find out after all the players speak to the RLPA and see how much of a pay cut they get.
And listen,
What do you reckon, bud?
Oh, well,
I'm not sure. Every club's different. Every
did you
club's
go
different.
to up there? Was there? Did you go to the Black Oolans or the Coffin Cheaters, or who did you go with up there, Jim, with your bike career? And how's that?
Yeah, dickhead, mate. Yeah,
He's with the big Maoris, the big Maori squad.
I'm with the Maori, the Mongols.
The Maori squad.
The Mongol mob.
Well, hold on.
Yeah, Mongrel mob, but
Oh, wait.
GC.
So we have a new guest online right now. Can you hear us?
Don't tell me.
Hey!
A Fox.
Oh, it's on.
Oh, mate. Oh, no.
Look at the Devon heads.
My goodness.
Hey, big wave surfer Evan Faulks has a question for you, Jimmy.
No, he hasn't.
Tell us the story, Evan. There was a story that happened at Bondi
This
years ago.
This is a dead set carve up.
What, the old Zadara story?
Yeah, tell us about Sedaris. What happened with Sedaris?
Hey,
Right.
this is
Where
the
do I
carve
begin?
up.
Where do I begin, Jim? So we're out at Bondi. Is it the Icebergs or we're at the...
We're at the Doncaster, you wombat.
We're at Bondi, you Ranger.
No, we're at Doncaster, you clown. See, you wouldn't have a clue.
Chance. See, you've
I'm
already got
telling
it
you.
wrong.
We're at the
Was that-
Doncaster.
See, that's how much you've already got it wrong. You can't even remember that bit.
You're on, mate. You're off your head. They're on the
Jimmy,
Bucks day.
Jimmy, let him tell the story, please.
Oh, all right.
We're with the beautiful people, and because they were all getting their photos with him and whatnot. Anyway,
The A graders.
the A graders, they were sucking Jim's ass like there was no tomorrow. And then me and Jimmy were just standing there, the plebs just going, rightio, sweet. We just cop it. And then one of his mates goes, you know who that fella is? We're like, me and Jim were just eavesdropping. He goes, that's fucking Jimmy Zadaris, mate. And then Jimmy looked at me. Jimmy looked at me and goes, don't you fucking say a word, Ev.
Mate, that Jim Sedaris is a good bloke, eh?
He's a top bloke. He's a top bloke.
That's what he said. I said, oh, please, no, don't call me Jim Sedaris.
He looked at me with the devil eyes. Like, you bastard.
Mate, what do I even come onto this thing? It's just a carve up.
No, it isn't, mate. It's a genuine chat for the people at home.
Let's go on to Jim Olsen. What about
Jimmy Olsen? Come on.
Oh, where do we start?
You remember when you were about 13, you used to go to the Easter show and they used to sell those horns and everyone used to have them for the footy. Remember the horns they got outlawed? It's back.
The Vezin Whaler. What's it called? Vezin Swaver. What's it called? Vevanoosh.
It's
Where
back.
are you, Jim? Where are you?
Yeah, I've said it.
Yeah, Sydney.
Ev, Jimmy, I've got to leave you. I'll finish this off with Jimmy, but mate, you'll be on soon, guys. You'll be on soon. We need some
We'll get
good
more
old
special
stories.
guests, 'cause I've got a couple
Right.
of Dondoris.
How we going up Gold Coast, Jim?
Yeah, it's a grouse, mate.
You in
I need
lockdown
a
or
cool
what?
light, but I need a cool light and
Yeah, I was telling Fidz he needs a soft
The
top.
weather's good, eh?
Yeah. What about a boogie board? Mac
A boogie
10 or
board.
something? Mac
Nah,
10.
look, those little paddles. The paddles. I'll just do the
I've
hand.
got two of
body
them.
surfing.
Kids.
And
I've got a
Oh,
hand
body
surfer.
surf.
I've got everything, mate. It's all happening. It's all happening. Mate,
What are you
see
doing,
you,
Ducker?
wombats. Mate,
All right, boys. I'll speak to you soon. Jimmy, stay on there, mate. Jimmy.
Is Jimmy taking?
Jim Olsen.
They're all gone. They're gone. They're gone.
Thank goodness.
Mate. It's a good way to start the
one.
first episode. The first episode, come on.
Lockdown.
We did well. We did well.
Oh,
The lockdown. Don't forget the lockdown. You're the first ever guest on the lockdown.
Yeah.
Mate, look, I'm going to ask some more serious questions now.
Was there more questions? Oh.
Yeah, a couple of questions. Just
I could cut out here.
mate, one about your Jewy.
Yeah.
You love your Jewy.
Yeah.
You love having a bit of a pajama jammy with some boys. All right?
Yeah.
What do you think the significance is of jiu-jitsu to the modern game of rugby, the old league?
Oh, mate, it's all relative because, it's just slowing the ruck down. The more you can slow the ruck down, you're not going to win every tackle, but the more you can maximise the time on the ground, the more time you're going to get to get line speed, to get your balance right. So it's a big thing now. Jiu-jitsu in rugby league, it's been made. Yeah, well, everyone's got a jiu-jitsu coach.
Yeah,
especially like it's introduced by Melbourne. But everyone's got one, but it's I think it's like because we train so much. You're just doing football. You're looking at different avenues, to excite the boys, and especially after you finish playing rugby league, you need competition. For me, I needed something, and I didn't want to do boxing because
you're chicken shit. Yeah, exactly right.
But jiu-jitsu was right up my alley. It's double legs. It's very similar to rugby league. So my brother's been doing it for years, and when I was playing, he always said, "Mate, come and do this jiu-jitsu." I said, "Mate, I haven't got time to do wrist locks and all that, Milton." He goes, "Mate, it's going to kick off." I go, "Mate, you know what you're talking about," and it kicked off. So he was before his time, Milton, mate.
So as a coach, obviously it works for you, but as a viewer or consumer, what do you reckon? It's something that should be stamped out. That's slowing down the ruck, or what?
Oh, mate, no.
Oh, with your viewers hat on, not with your coach's hat on.
Oh, definitely, yeah. It wrecks the game.
Slows it down too much, yeah.
It does, but everyone's doing it. You try to push the envelope as much as you can, and.
Mate, I'm a Melbourne supporter, but fuck me, they're boring as fuck. They're very slow.
Yeah, but they're very consistent in what they do.
Yeah.
And they're always, around the top four all the time, and they're very consistent.
For those reasons, yeah.
Yeah, so you have to do it. You've got to get on board. If you don't, you miss the boat. You're out the back door. So yeah.
Well, Jimmy, last thing, mate. It's called the 1 minute wonder. It's your specialty, right? We've got 1 minute.
1 minute.
And you got to give me quick answers. All right, quick answers, no thinking. Whatever comes to mind.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
The best player you've ever played against.
Terry Lamb.
Terry Lamb played against. All right. Best player you've played with.
Andrew Johns.
Really, I thought it would have been Barr. Okay. Toughest player you've played against.
Toughest.
Toughest.
Jeez. Jeff Tuvey.
That's a good one. The grubbiest player you've played against.
Oh, there's plenty of them.
Who's the worst? Who's the dirty
know.
fucking...
Barry
on.
McDermott.
Barry McDermott. All right. The player you'd hate to have a punch on with.
Les Davison.
Les Davison. Best player you've coached.
Who would that be? Oh, I don't know. Couldn't tell you.
Come on. Best player you've coached.
Best player.
Is it Cookie?
Who?
I thought it would have been Cookie. Did you ever coach him? No. You just watched him.
Yeah, like Aidan Tolman.
Aidan Tolman.
Yeah.
The most overrated player you've coached. Either you say it or I'm saying it.
Eh? No.
Either you say it or I'm saying it.
You can say anyone you want. I'm claiming the fifth here.
You fucking bitch.
Yeah.
All right, who wins, Tyson Fury or AJ?
I'm going Tyson.
Oh, that's good. I would have picked Tyson too. All right, last question. Who wins, takedown or striker?
Takedown.
Fuck, you're an idiot. Jimmy, thanks for it, buddy. Thank you very much. Thanks for the half an hour and welcome to the first episode of the lockdown. All right, buddy. Chat to you soon.
Cheers, bro.
Bye.
See you, idiot.